Hello and welcome. In today's video, we'll be exploring some of the essential frameworks that you'll encounter in case interviews. Whether you're preparing for a consulting role or simply want to strengthen your analytical thinking, understanding these frameworks is key. I'm excited to guide you through these tried and tested methods for tackling complex business problems. Let's dive right in and discover how you can use these frameworks to shine in any case scenario. First, let's set the stage by talking about the importance of structured thinking in case interviews. So, why do case interview frameworks matter? Think of them as structured approaches that help you break complicated business issues into clear, manageable parts. Rather than feeling overwhelmed, you'll have a blueprint, a system to analyze, generate insights, and confidently frame your recommendations. These frameworks aren't just tools. They're your roadmap to clarity and impact when analyzing business cases. To give you a sense of what's available, let's take a look at some of the most common frameworks used in interviews. There are several frameworks you'll encounter, each offering a unique perspective for solving business challenges. A profitability framework, great for diagnosing what's hurting profits by looking deeply at revenues and costs. A market entry framework, perfect for evaluating the pros and cons of entering a new market. A mergers and acquisitions (M&A) framework helps assess the value and risks of buying, selling, or merging companies. Porter's 5 Forces, an industry classic for understanding competitive dynamics. A SWOT analysis, a tool to map out strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. 4PS marketing mix pinpoints how to position and market products. A value chain analysis looks for ways to add value and reduce waste across business activities. BCG Matrix helps prioritize investments in a product portfolio. PESTEL analysis considers outside influences from politics to technology. A 3CS framework focuses on the company, its customers, and the competition. Each of these is a foundational tool to structure your analysis and make your thinking visible to interviewers. Let's move from the overview to understanding how you actually use these frameworks in practice. Let's jump in with 2 popular frameworks, profitability and market entry. When you're asked to diagnose declining profits at a company, the profitability framework is your go-to. Here, you'll look at where money's coming in, revenues from pricing and volume, and where money's going out, costs, both fixed and variable. For example, if an accounting firm's profits are slipping, you might analyze their pricing model and the total number of clients, then examine both overhead people costs and direct, per client servicing expenses. Switching over to market entry. Suppose a company is pondering expansion into a new geography or sector. This framework helps you systematically weigh market attractiveness, entry strategies, competitive landscape, and operational logistics. Think about a finance company considering a move into another country. You'd assess the size of the opportunity, who the existing players are, and what regulations they need to navigate. Next, let's see how frameworks guide us through mergers, acquisitions, and competitive analysis. The M&A framework is tailor-made for situations where one company wants to acquire another or merge together. You'll evaluate the strategic fit. Does the deal align with your goals? Financial analysis. Are the numbers compelling? You'll also search for synergies, like cost savings or new growth opportunities, while uncovering potential risks. Porter's 5 Forces, on the other hand, shines brightest in competitive landscape analysis. This framework breaks down 5 forces: the threat of new competitors, supplier and customer power, substitutes for your product, and the overall rivalry among companies. It's ideal when you need to assess how tough the competitive environment really is, like sizing up the accounting software market and understanding what could disrupt it. Let's take a closer look at internal strengths and smart marketing with the SWOT and 4PS frameworks. The SWOT analysis is your lens into a company's inner workings and external environment. It's all about pinpointing capabilities and vulnerabilities, strengths and weaknesses, opportunities for growth, and looming threats. For example, a finance firm might use this tool to identify what they do best, spots to improve, and market changes they can capitalize on. With the 4PS marketing mix, you zoom in on product strategy. Here you'll consider what to offer, at what price, where to offer it, and how to promote it. Suppose you're launching a new financial product. The 4Ps: make sure you've built in the right features, set a smart price, pick the best channels, and have a campaign that grabs attention. Let's expand to value-creating activities and portfolio strategy. Value chain and BCG Matrix are next. Value chain analysis exposes every activity, from inbound logistics to customer service, where you can add value and trim costs. In practice, you might analyze each step of a supply chain company's processes, spotting places to streamline operations or save money. The BCG Matrix helps you decide where to invest in your product lineup. You'll sort products into stars, cash cows, question marks, or dogs, then recommend whether to support, scale back, or divest. For a finance company, it's about maximizing return and minimizing wasted resources by focusing on products with the highest strategic advantage. Now, let's look outside your company walls with PESTEL and 3CS. PESTEL analysis gives you a wide-angle view of external factors: politics, economics, society, tech, environment, and law. If an accounting firm wants to understand the impact of new regulations or tech trends, PESTEL offers a way to forecast risks and opportunities. The 3CS framework focuses your analysis on three crucial areas: company strengths, customer needs, and competitive positioning. For a supply chain firm, understanding internal capabilities, what customers are looking for, and who else is in the market are key to crafting a winning strategy. To see these frameworks in action, let's apply them to real-world case examples, starting with accounting. Let's imagine an accounting firm that's seeing profits slip. Here's how you could tackle this case. Start with Profitability Framework. First, dig into revenue analysis by examining their pricing, the number of clients they handle, and the services they provide. Next, break down costs. For fixed costs, look at rent and salaries. For variable costs, focus on direct service delivery expenses. Based on these findings, you might recommend adjusting pricing, launching new service lines, or implementing more cost-effective ways to serve clients. The aim is always to bring practical, actionable solutions that improve both top and bottom lines. Next, let's consider a finance case, evaluating an acquisition in retail. Imagine you're working with a private equity firm considering buying a retail chain. M&A framework is your tool. Begin by checking strategic fit. Make sure the acquisition supports the firm's big picture goals. Then, conduct thorough financial analyses like DCF valuation and health checks using key ratios. Explore possible synergies, cost savings, or new avenues for revenue. Assess both market risks, like changing consumer demand, and operational risks, such as integration challenges. The ultimate recommendation? Decide if the firm should invest and provide clear risk mitigation strategies, so the client's decision is informed and confident. Let's look at how you might handle a supply chain disruption across global electronics. Consider a global electronics company facing major supply chain disruptions due to geopolitical tensions. In this scenario, the value chain analysis framework comes front and center. Start by examining inbound logistics and consider diversifying suppliers to lower risk. Improve logistics operations for smoother distribution and inventory handling. In production, look for options to optimize processes and boost efficiency, and reinforce after-sales support to keep customers happy. Further, enhance marketing and sales with clear communication strategies to manage customer expectations. Support all these activities with technology investments for better visibility, and optimize procurement to reduce costs. Recommendations here may include broadening the supplier base, tightening logistics management, and investing in smart technologies to build a more resilient supply chain for the future. To conclude, let's sum up the role of these frameworks and their impact on the interview process. To wrap things up, mastering case interview frameworks sets you apart in problem-solving and analytical skills. These tools help you structure thinking and break down challenges, whether you're analyzing accounting profitability, assessing an acquisition, or addressing supply chain risks. By consistently applying frameworks to diverse scenarios, you not only generate actionable insights but also impress interviewers with your methodical, strategic approach. Keep practicing these models and you'll be prepared for any case interview that comes your way. Thanks for watching, and best of luck in your interview journey.